Hello, friends. Welcome to today's daily devotion. I am Kerry Wood, pastor of the Goldston Methodist Church. We're in Goldston, North Carolina, and this is now the beginning of the second week of Advent. And the focus word, the theme word for this week is peace. And today we're going to be looking in the Old Testament prophet Micah for an understanding of what this peace is. So grab your Bibles, open it up to Micah 5. We're going to read verses 2 through 5 together today. Let's now share these words. But you, Bethlehem Ephrathah, though you are small among the clans of Judah, out of you will come for me one who will rule over Israel, whose origins are from old, from ancient times. Therefore Israel will be abandoned until the time when she who is in labor bears a son, and the rest of his brothers return to join the Israelites. He will stand and shepherd his flock in the strength of the Lord, in the majesty of the name of the Lord his God, and they will live securely, for then his greatness will reach to the ends of the earth. And he will be our peace when the Assyrians invade our land and march through our fortresses. You're probably familiar with the first part of this passage. It's quoted in Matthew's gospel in describing King Herod when he asked the question, "Where is the Messiah to be born?" And the chief priests and the teachers of the law come together and they come to him and they say, "Well, it's supposed to be Bethlehem." And the reason that Herod's asking that question is because these magi from the east have come looking for the king of the Jews. Herod has no clue what they're talking about, and so he then directs them to go to Bethlehem with the idea of, find the child, tell me where he is so that I can worship him too. But of course, as we know, that was not what Herod actually wanted to do. He didn't want to worship this child. He wanted to kill him. So where is the peace? Well, the peace is not in Herod. The peace is actually buried in verse 5, the part of this passage that probably we really don't pay that much attention to. But let me share it again. He will be our peace. Jesus is the fulfillment of this prophecy. Jesus is indeed born in Bethlehem, and he is the one who is over Israel, whose origins are from old, from ancient times. Jesus is so ancient that he actually existed before time existed. He will stand in the shepherding of his flock in the strength of the Lord, in the majesty of the name of the Lord his God. This is Jesus. And he is indeed the one who brings peace. But I find it fascinating that it says he will be our peace when the Assyrians invade our land and march through our fortresses. Jesus' peace is not the absence of conflict. Now, the world thinks of peace as being the absence of conflict, but no, peace from God is his presence in the midst of conflict. When we are going through the most difficult and ridiculous, hard situations, he is our peace. He's not bringing us peace, he is our peace. Friends, if we will put our attention on Jesus in the middle of the difficulties, when the cancer diagnosis is given to us, when the bank account is empty and the bills are due, when a husband or a wife says, "I don't love you anymore," and they leave and you don't know what to do next, no matter what the situation might be, no matter what fortress in this world that you think is going to protect you and save you, when the Assyrians invade and march through, and the Assyrians are anything that breaks up our sense of security, he is still our peace. And so as you look towards the birth of Jesus, may his peace and his presence of peace already be yours. You don't even have to unwrap it. Just receive it. And I'll see you tomorrow for our next daily devotion.